Israel says Iran's next supreme leader will be a target for elimination. Iran postpones state funeral for Khamenei, state TV. Korea's Lee calls emergency meeting as Iran conflict hits economy. Iran denies launching missile towards Turkey. Israel's defense minister Israel Katz has warned that whoever becomes Iran's next supreme leader could be targeted for elimination. In a statement posted on social media, Katz said any leader appointed by Iran who continues policies threatening Israel, the United States, and regional allies would be considered a target. The warning follows an Israeli strike on Tuesday on a building linked to Iran's Assembly of Experts, the body responsible for selecting the country's supreme leader. The development comes days after the reported killing of Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who died in an Israeli strike last Saturday. The incident has significantly escalated tensions between Israel and Iran, marking a new phase in the conflict between the two countries.
Iran has postponed the state funeral of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, which had been scheduled to take place Wednesday evening in Tehran. State television said the ceremony was delayed due to expectations of an unprecedented turnout, with millions of people expected to attend. Officials said a new date for the farewell ceremony will be announced later. Authorities had earlier planned to hold the tribute in Tehran before Khamenei's body was transferred for burial in the holy city of Mashhad, his birthplace. Organizers said the postponement was partly due to the need to prepare adequate infrastructure for the large crowds. Khamenei was killed at the age of 86 during U.S.-Israeli strikes over the weekend, while ongoing attacks have continued to target military and government facilities in Tehran.
South Korean President Lee Jae-myung has ordered emergency measures to stabilize the country's economy amid concerns over prolonged conflict in the Middle East. According to reports, Lee directed officials from the Foreign Ministry and the Finance and Economy Ministry to prepare for possible long-term oil shortages that could affect South Korea's economy. The crisis has already impacted the country's stock market, prompting the government to activate an emergency stabilization fund worth nearly $69 billion to support financial markets and protect the Korean won. President Lee, who returned from overseas amid the crisis, also ordered officials to diversify South Korea's oil import sources to reduce reliance on unstable supply routes. However, officials say this could be challenging, as many countries are seeking alternative energy supplies at the same time, while rising shipping costs are also increasing expenses. The government has also pledged financial support for Korean shipping companies operating in the region as tensions continue to affect global trade and energy markets. Iran has denied launching a missile toward Turkey after Ankara said a missile from Iran was intercepted near its airspace. In a statement carried by Iran's Mar' news agency, the General Staff of Iran's armed forces said the country respects the sovereignty of its neighbor and denied any missile launch toward Turkish territory. Earlier, Turkey's defense ministry said a missile flying over Iraq and Syria approached Turkish airspace before being intercepted by NATO air defenses. Officials confirmed the incident caused no casualties. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said Turkey is taking all necessary precautions in coordination with its NATO allies and warned that steps would be taken to prevent similar incidents in the future.